Hello friends, my name is Rafael Gonzalez. I'm here with Guillermo. This is I Am Chun. In today's video, we will be teaching something that we call one hand lies and the other one tells the truth. This is a very basic, foundational, and very common drill within the different witching systems. And although everybody does it differently, we're just going to show you our version, and we do hope that you actually like it at the end, right? So basically, the way that this starts is we're going to create contact right in the center with the diagonal hand, meaning the hand that you would normally use to shake, right? So once this happens, okay, so one of us, in this case, I'm going to start the drill. What am I going to be doing is creating contact wrist with wrist. I'm going to start pushing forward my partner's arm, right? In order for it, the moment that my partner feels this pressure, my partner will actually start creating or shifting the arm this way, creating what we call a normal classical bone saw or wing hand, right? So basically, I'm going to start pushing forward. When he starts feeling the pressure, he shifts the position, and when I'm there, what I want to do is actually, I want to be controlling my partner's arm with the palm, right? Now, something that you want to take notice of is actually, as I'm pushing, first of all, you want to make sure that whoever's doing the bone saw is not really collapsing the bone saw. You want to sort of keep this distance around 135 degrees or so. And then the one that is actually pushing, you want to make sure that you try as much as you can to keep your elbow as low as possible, right? One way that we can test this is by you pushing forward and upward. Many times, if my elbow isn't down, it's going to be fairly easy to break my structure, right? So you want to make sure that you actually keep this elbow down. And while this hand is working doing the bone saw, and this hand is actually doing the gum saw or the pressing hand, what you want to do is the other hand is actually just going to stay in the middle. It may remain open, closed, whatever, in any way that you actually want, right? So the first step is actually to create contact, do the pressure. My partner would change to bone saw, and then this hand would actually be placed in an idle way, not really doing anything, right in the center, right? So this first pressure is what we're going to be calling the hand is really lying, right? Lying because it's moving forward, but it's not really trying to punch. And again, the drill is not really focused about punching my partner. It's really for hand play. It will develop your shoulders. It will develop your sensitivity and your coordination. By no means we want to sort of try to approach the head, the body. It's really just to develop this coordination, sensitivity, and all these things that you may use actually, these attributes that you may use actually in different other areas of your martial arts training, independently what type of style or system you actually train, right? So what you want to do is basically create this palm push, call it the gum saw or the pressing hand in this case, right? So this we'll call what the hand is lying, right? Now, after I've done this lie, the hand that is actually available for me will glide through forward and across my wrist, and then it will substitute the hand that is actually pressing, and then it will create what we call an elbow punch, right? And we call it an elbow punch because obviously it keeps the elbow low. And the reason I want to do this for the drill is for the same reason I am keeping my elbow low when I'm using my pressing hand, right? It's to be able to actually control his bone saw steady where it is, right? If my elbow tends to be out, then if he pushes forward, it's going to be fairly easy to break the structure. So basically, we'll go ahead and tell one lie here, and then this hand is going to lie, and this one is actually going to tell the truth. So every time we punch, we're going to call this the truth. So we'll lie and then tell the truth, right? Lie, truth, lie, truth, lie, truth. So after I am done with my truth, or telling the truth here, now is going to be my partner's turn to actually tell his lie or to press, and then this hand is going to glide forward and actually tell the truth. And then we're going to exchange turns. So I'll do a pressing hand, right? What we call the gum saw, the pressing hand, the lie, and then the truth. So lie, truth, lie, truth, lie, truth, lie, truth, lie, truth, lie, truth, and then lie, truth. Now, obviously, as you can tell, we're actually just working sort of in one side of our bodies. Basically, you're creating or using what is called your right bone saw or your right wing hand, and I'm basically using, well, my left side, right? So we need to sort of try to bring this coordination, because you don't want to be coordinated just on one side, right? And have this dummy side not worked out. So what you want to do is, when or whoever is actually on bone saw, in this case, I'm the one actually creating the wing hand, what we're going to be doing, and then there's many ways of changing to the other side. This is just one of them. The hand that is available will actually punch over the side to create contact with the other arm. And then my partner will reach out until my wrist create contact with his wrist. Now, when he feels the pressure of my elbow punch, and only then he will actually change into a bone saw. You want to be aware of something that is a common mistake that a lot of people do when doing this drill, is after we've done this, do one time on me, please. So as I punch, there's many people who actually reach out with the elbow, or basically they try to sort of create contact straight into the forearm or the elbow. This is not what you want to do. What you want to do basically is, when you are attacked on the other side, you want to create contact with the wrist first in order to keep the distance. So when this happens, and when and only then the pressure is applied, and only then you then change, right? Now, after you have changed into your bone saw, because I'm telling the truth, means that there's nothing else for me to do here, you will actually do the gum saw with your pressing hand and the punch, meaning the lie and the truth. And then we can work on this side as well. Heel, I'll tell my lie, my truth, lie, truth, lie, truth, lie, truth, lie, truth, lie, truth. And obviously, as we stated before, if I want to go back to the left side, or my left side, which is your right side, we would have to wait until any of us is actually in bone saw. In this case, again, I'm the one in bone saw. And only when I'm in bone saw, then I will use my hand that is available, and I will punch forward, and then Guillermo will use, or my partner will use, the hand that is also available, right? After he's available and use this hand, and then he can, he gets to change into a bone saw, and then he'll change into the light truth again. So basically, we can work a little bit on our left side or our right side respectively. And when you are in bone saw, and only when you're in bone saw, whoever's in bone saw actually gets to change, right? Now, as you can see, I'm the one actually leading the drill. This is a good way to actually start this, to allow one of the partners to actually do the changes, meaning that I will be the one working on my creative process, because I'm the one who actually has to be sort of ahead and start thinking when is the good time to change, right? While my partner is actually working on his reactive game, because you're the one reacting to whatever I'm actually doing. So if I allow my partner actually to be the one leading, then obviously when Guillermo, my partner, is actually in bone saw, then he'll punch, and then I will basically react, and only react. As you can see, Guillermo's waiting for him to actually wait for his turn to be in bone saw. And then when he is in bone saw, he's actually determined whether or not he wants to change. And again, the cool thing about this is in reality, what's happening is once you are in bone saw, it's really up to you to determine whether or not you want to stay on the same side or actually change in the other. Now, once we have done this sort of active and reactive version of the exercise, then we can really just go ahead and and mix it up a little bit, meaning that whenever I am in bone saw, I get to choose whether or not we stay on the same side or I change, and you would have to react to that. And then if you get to change, or you choose to change on your bone saw, then I will have to react to that. So this way, continuously, we are working both on our creative side and our reactive side as well. So we can just go ahead a little bit slower so the people can see. Whenever I am playing bone saw, I will change. And then let's say Guillermo wants to change now. Now it's his turn to actually lead, right? So boom, boom, and we are changing, right? So you can see we're doing this as slow as we can, as not to be sloppy. So you can see I created 2 changes there, or 2 switches. Now he did it. Now something that you want to sort of keep in mind when you work this out is keep the game under the shoulders. A lot of people tend, especially when you're new and you're working this out, people tend to sort of forget that this is not really a fighting drill. It is not. I'm not even considering this a drill that is created to help you fight in any way. There's no such thing, at least this is my opinion. It does help with, with our creative, reactive processes, our sensitivity, and it's most definitely a workout for our shoulders, since you are lifting actually your deltoids in that case, right? Now, however, something that you want to keep in mind is you want to keep the game under our shoulders, meaning that when you're new, a lot of people tend to do this. They tend to do the drill, the change, tend to start like focusing on the head, and then next thing you know, they are over here because everybody's trying, both of the partners are actually forgetting that this is not really about trying to reach the head, and they sort of start trying to punch each other, and this is not really what this is about. So you want to make sure that you keep this height on check, and you want to make sure that you keep the drill straight under the shoulders. Do not allow yourself to start punching higher. Don't do this, right? Bring it down, and whenever someone forgets about it and starts lifting it, make sure you bring them down and sort of just work it under the shoulders, okay? There's different versions of actually this drill. There's many families who actually grab the arm and then punch for different reasons. They would hammer the forearm to condition. They would change by grabbing and pulling. Again, there's different families who actually, they do it differently, and we're okay with that. I mean, every family has a reason of why they do their thing. We're not really here to tell which way is the right way. We're just here to share our information, why we do it. Well, we like to do it this way because what we want to do is really create sort of this sort of looseness in the hand. You want to get as loose as possible. You want to get as spontaneous and as good in your reaction. So by being loose and not grabbing, it helps us not to entangle ourselves, and it helps us understand that this drill is really supposed to just flow, right? Not grabbing, because if I grab it, then I will have to let you go and stuff like that. Not that it's a wrong thing again. I'm saying that there's anything wrong with it, but it's really about just flowing, right? So you want to make sure that you actually flow with the changes. So if Guillermo's in the bone saw, he chooses to change now. See? So basically, it's really about that. All right? Okay, thank you, Guillermo. So basically, that's it. We do hope that you like this drill. Make sure that you leave us your comments, and make sure you subscribe before actually leaving. So we hope to see you next week. That's all for today. Again, I'm Rafael Gonzalez, Guillermo Arias, and this is I Am Wing Chun. Ciao.